What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We've just hit 20k subscribers, so thank you all so much. Let's get to 30k and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. Plenty of free crypto and goodies down there. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and the bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and this is probably because you haven't hit the bell icon. Thank you again for all your support. The algorithm is slamming a lot of content creators right now, so we really appreciate all your support. And we're so proud of the amazing community that we built, so make sure to jump into the Telegram and the free Discord. So we're just taking a look at Veracity here, and as we predicted, we did say if the market did have another considerable rollover, that Veracity would be coming back down to retest that 618 Fibonacci retracement level, especially if we lost this range here with a decent amount of aplomb. And that's pretty much exactly what's happened here. You can see quite clearly for Veracity here that we've basically formed, we've fallen, we were forming that kind of bump and run pattern, weren't we, that we're still looking for, by the way. We've got that, 1, 2, 3 tests of resistance, the capitulation, consolidation here, but instead of getting the breakout, Bitcoin obviously drags Veracity back down to the downside. We come down to the bottom of the range, we lose the support, and we come down to the next support, which is that 2.6 cent level of the Fibonacci, the 618. Obviously, the 618 being a massive area of support and resistance. The 618 probably one of the Fibonacci levels with the most confluence. And you can see here, Veracity looking like it's come back down to a very key level of support, hasn't it? A lot of people are saying we've got a head and shoulders formation happening here, but to be honest, we don't really think that this is the case. Obviously, a lot of people are saying we had a head and shoulders formation here as well, something like this, but then we just broke through, didn't we, and got continuation. And we think this is like the price action right now is just pretty much to do with Bitcoin rolling over, getting basically hammered down in the market, isn't it? It's lost a decent amount of support, but Bitcoin, it's like a beach ball underwater right now, isn't it? It's got so much, the funding for, the funding is negative for Bitcoin for a start. And I mean, the amount of divergences that we are seeing for Bitcoin right now, it's a miracle that it's still falling, to be honest, because the amount of buy pressure that's probably going to come in and potentially annihilate some of the shorts that we're seeing currently for Bitcoin is very interesting in our opinion. And obviously, as a result of the sentiment in the market being very bearish, we are seeing Veracity get smashed down to the downside as well, which is, fair enough in the short term. We do think long term, things are going to continue to do well, but in the short term, you can see how well Veracity is trading here in terms of technicality. Forming that range here, highs and lows, retesting the lows here, retesting the highs here. We slowly trickle to the downside, and then Bitcoin gets that rollover. We lose the support there, and as soon as we do, you can see we come down, we retest the 618 down here. And I mean, the 618 here is a really super important support, isn't it? Because a lot of people seem to think like, oh, everyone's just trading off of these Fibonacci levels, which is what's giving them credence, but there's actually even more than that, because there's thousands and tens of thousands of bots that trade the market as well, probably hundreds of thousands, to be honest, and they will use these Fibonacci levels as support and resistance as well. So there's all these different layers of people and bots that interact with these levels and give them the credence that they deserve. And you can see as soon as we hit the 618 here, we got a decent reaction for Veracity to the upside. Let me just zoom in so you can see this. Pretty much as soon as we tapped it, we got a nice reaction straight back to the upside, and you can see this is a really tasty bullish divergence as well. Price action coming down, RSI coming up, histogram coming up. This means that even though the price action is still falling, the momentum and the strength of the price action to the downside are both decreasing. And this is usually a really good indicator that you could see a bounce to the upside pretty soon. We're probably going to see, in our opinion, a short-term rally pretty soon, maybe one last retest of the 618. And then a bounce in this area, at least back to the top of this range here that we could form, looking something like this. And basically come back and retest this resistance here at around that 3 cent level at the very least. Because you can see it here on the hourly time frame, can't you? It's incredible, really, how overextended we are getting to the downside. On the daily time frame as well, it's pretty obvious from what we can tell that, let me just zoom out a bit here so we can see what's going on. Because for some reason my RSI there has just got absolutely annihilated. You can see here quite clearly, we're forming bullish divergences on the daily time frame as well, aren't we? You can see price action still falling, but the RSI here, it's starting to level off, isn't it? And it's actually making a slightly higher low. I mean, if we just drag this out so you can see it more clearly, we are actually forming higher lows here for the RSI, whilst the price action is falling, and the histogram here also putting in higher lows. So you can see overall, let me just undo all of these lines that I just drew. Don't like having random lines on my chart. There we go. So you can see overall, the bullish divergences are everywhere, aren't they? And there's only so long that you can have a beach ball underwater like you can with Bitcoin right now before having a bounce to the upside. And in our opinion, we are going to see, a really nice move to the upside fairly soon. Because, this can't go on forever in a bull market, can it? We've come down, we've retraced to support, we've found support here, and we're probably going to get that reaction pretty damn soon. So in terms of short-term price predictions, then we'll keep things short and sweet. If we roll over here to that 2.6 cent level at the 618, that will be, a very critical support, we think. We'd expect, not much lower than this before a very decent bounce to the upside. Obviously, we want to get back up into that range that we're in before, around that that 3.15 cent level. Obviously 3 cents acting as resistance right now as well. We do want to see ourselves getting back up towards those levels, but we do think we're going to get that bounce towards them fairly soon, in our opinion. And then obviously on a longer term time frame, Veracity is it's a quality project, isn't it? There's no denying that this project is doing extremely well. The amount of fundamental news that they're popping out all the time. We've just seen that Bright Cove partnership, which is absolutely massive. And the price action might be suppressed right now, but the second that this thing starts to run, when Bitcoin starts to have a bit of a pick me up, or at least just trade sideways for a while, we do see altcoins start to move. It's gonna be big, isn't it? We probably think, as we've always said, 50 cents to $1 for Veracity. It's very likely, in our opinion, considering this is an actual crypto with a lot of utility and getting a lot of use. So I'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with 4 videos we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. There are 3 tiers giving you access to our private Discord. Crypto Supporter is available if you just want to help us out a small amount. Crypto Maximalist is our main tier, which gives you access to detailed daily technical analysis and signals, weekly and monthly coin calls, and insights into our personal moves, while Maximalist Gold takes it a step further, giving you an insight into our personal portfolio tracker, super low cap gem research, and a 100x portfolio we're constructing and updating, and access to us personally as a resource to discuss your portfolio via Messenger. Make sure to check it out. You can also sign up to our free Telegram and public Discord via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.